Welcome back to another live coaching video. And this week we are wrapping up this series on personal growth, making change in your life. And so that's what we're talking about today. We are talking about actually taking action, making movement in your life, and my number one tip to actually getting shit done. So if you haven't joined me before, my name is Carmen Oling. I'm a holistic nutritionist, personal empowerment coach, and transformational speaker. So basically, all of those words mean that I help ambitious women just like you get rid of that never-ending to-do list. You know, the one that's on constant repeat in your head? Yeah, that one. Get rid of limiting beliefs when we're telling ourselves we can't do something or we're not good enough. And build sustainable health habits like nourishing our body, practicing daily movement, slowing the fuck down, and protecting our energy, all so we can have endless energy and live our best freaking lives. So I'm super excited to bring you this topic because it's something that we could all use. Even myself, I know I get stuck in it sometimes. So the average person checks a social media app about 10 times or more per day. So I want you to really think about where you're at with this, because oftentimes our phones are just with us and we don't even realize that we are checking it. But here's another fact. So once you check that social media app, studies show that you're on there for 10 to 20 minutes. So if you're checking Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever your thing is, I know for myself, I love Instagram and Facebook the most, but you check it, let's just say you check it just 10 times, which more than likely it's more than that, and you spend an average of 20 minutes on there, that's 3.5 hours of your day. 3.5 hours just on social media. And so I ask you, like, why are you on social media in the first place? So that's something that we can check in with ourselves on, is like, why are we on social media? And what is the point? And a lot of people, when I talk to them about that, is they want to connect or keep up with friends or keep up with family, or for business reasons. But most of us actually fall into the 99-1 rule. So what is that? That rule says that most people, when you get on social media, 90% of the time we're only consuming information. 9% of the time we're interacting, and 1% of the time we're actually making a post or sharing something. So backing that up a little bit, let's think about that. So if we're spending 3.5 hours on average on social media, and 90% of that time is consuming, what are you consuming? Oftentimes we're looking at people and we're thinking, why am I not doing that as well? Comparing, judging ourselves, or just consuming content that is just taking space in our brain. And this content is not building us up. It's sucking our energy. And even more so, if you're trying to take action on something, it's distracting you. And each distraction that you have, if you think about it, think about how many distractions you have during the day. On average, each distraction is about 25 minutes long. That's a freaking long time. So if you're trying to get shit done, how are you ever gonna get shit done if all your distractions take 25 minutes and you're spending 3.5 hours consuming content that is not helping you? Where are you gonna be at? So I have a challenge for you today, and then a tip too, a working tip to get more things done. So here's my challenge. Don't hop on social media. Take a whole, the rest of this afternoon or half of a day, one day in the next 3 days. So this is the challenge. And do not check social media. Do not post to social media or anything. And yeah, I love social media because I love communicating and bringing you guys information that you can use to change your life. This is the type of content that I want to consume more of that's actually helpful. So take this challenge and see what happens. And now you don't just want to be like, okay, I did it. I spent, 10 hours off of social media. You want to actually see how you feel. How much more can you get done? Can you be more present in your relationships? Check in with yourself, because on the change scale, first we need to become aware. Then we need to start believing before we can make it a part of our everyday behavior and our ritual and our routine. So this half a day off social media is going to become the awareness part. And then we can really believe that, hey, we don't need to be on there all that much. And we can really think about, like, who are we following? And if we're consuming 90% of the time, do we need to unfollow some people? So there's some cool apps there. Just do a little Google search for this, where you can have an app help you unfollow the people that maybe aren't following you. And so then you can build your Facebook, your social media, your Instagram with people that are inspiring and uplifting and providing you value. Instead of just distracting you from your day, this is actually going to help you. So that's my challenge to you. My challenge is half a day, no social media, no posting, no checking. And I want you to be aware, how many times do you go to just like instinctively check it? How do you feel? How much more can you discover? What can you see that's out in the world that you wouldn't have been able to see because you were on your phone? Who can you talk to and meet in that line instead of being on social media? What more can you discover about yourself? This is going to be amazing. And then going forward after this, why don't you start doing some batch working? So what that means is, like, when you're gonna go after a task or do something, turn off all notifications, turn off your ringer, turn off email notifications, focus on that one task and figure out how long you can work on something so you're actually in flow where you're not getting drained. For me, that's a good hour. I like to work for like 1 hour. I know if I try to push it up to 3 hours that I'm gonna start feeling drained and I need to like get some body movement in there. But if you turn off all distractions and you stay in that flow, you're gonna get so much more done. Oftentimes people tell me that, like, hey, I don't have enough time. But I'm telling you, you do have enough time. The two things you need to stay away from are distractions and things that suck your energy. So if you can protect your energy and get rid of distractions, you're gonna be able to get more shit done. And one of the #1 distractions is social media. So that's my challenge to you, and I want you to comment below, I'm in. If you are in for taking this social media challenge, it's kind of like just staying off of the social media and seeing what you can discover. And if you comment that and then you come back and tell me that you did it, I will personally send you something. So that's that. If you think someone could benefit from this video, please share it. And until next time, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, eat real food, move your body, protect your energy, stay off social media, see what you discover, and so you can have endless energy and live your best life. Okay? Thanks for joining me.